Hello, it's me. I'm back with Phasmo. It's been a long time, and since I've prestige recently and the event is over, for those who aren't aware, there was recently a 2 times event that has just recently ended, so I grinded for a bit during that. I also came back to the game like a little bit before that because I had stopped playing for a bit, but I'm back now. And I've already done 1. I'll still try and do an additional 3, which is not worth it. But for the sake of doing 3 in a recording, I will attempt 3. So it just happens that this challenge mode is one of my favorite modes. I'm not a big fan of the map. I have many problems with Edgefield. But it could be worse. It could be, I don't know, Maple Lodge, prison, high school. Those maps all suck. Sunny Meadows doesn't suck, it's just kind of annoying. Yeah, so let's get right into it. Okay. So it's quite literally no evidence except for some reason Spirit Box, which I don't understand. They said it to remove every evidence item except Spirit Box. I do not understand. It does nothing, right? For those, like, 0 evidence means no evidence. The only exception to that technically is ghost orbs, but that's because it's not evidence. And on that note, we have no video camera, so the only way now to identify a mimic is if it mimics ghosts that have different hunt properties. And that's the only way you can tell. And I've just realized I don't have my smudge timer open, so let me do that. EMF I kind of understand. It can be useful, even in no evidence. Mainly for testing for a Raiju, but you can also use literally any electronic to do that. I guess I don't know why I keep photo camera and recording of videos. Like, perfects are impossible anyway. So there's that. And also, if you're just starting with these challenge ones, don't go for the perfects, because they're not worth it. The money from this does not come from the multiplier, it just comes from doing it 3 times. Also, yeah, that's another new thing. There's just a slot that exists solely for the light bulb, so that's a very nice QLR change. And I'm just thinking of what I should grab. I'm probably Crucifix is less so for protection, more so for Onryo testing. Oh, it just partially touched the door. Right. So we can actually lower it goes right away before we even go inside. So that's nice. There are 2 smudge sticks because the looping spot on this map is not optimal. Turn on the lights so we can see. Let's don't stop here and here. Now, apparently this spot no longer works for like yokai testing. No, let me quickly explain what I said I had problems with that. Everything is too close together, so it makes mining and yokai very difficult to test for, apart from like, you're in one, that's the ghost spirit, you can tell he's in it. Okay, that sounds normal. Hello. No more blink. I did not set up. Oh. Sometimes it's going to take a second to help. Shut up. Oh, okay, so boring ghost. Which makes life difficult, but while we're here, because I didn't get a proper test it, we can set up for a multi-test. Because there's, like, again, why this is one of the... Oh, this is a bad looking spot for a few reasons. One, it's not a spot where you can, like, true loop, I guess. Right? You can't just keep looping and keep looping for an entire hunt duration unless you've got hunts on low. So that's downside number 1. Okay. Let's find out if the ghost is actually over there. threw something. It's throwing stuff over. What did it throw and where? No, wait. Let's go now. I guess we're at 130 now. Yeah, I didn't even check the 7, so. I did, so no wraith. And we know it's not any of these. Just turn on a light. I must have just turned on a light, so it can't be in there. No, where's it hunting from? Oh, it's a djinn! Or a Raiju. Wait, come back. I can't tell if you're a djinn or a Raiju. Okay. I'm pretty sure Reggie would have been fast before it turned that corner, but I'm not 100% on that. Jesus Christ. But yeah, I heard it turn on a light, and I know it turned on a light because the only ones I turned... Oh wait, no, actually I might have turned this one off. So, let me get rid of that. I don't remember if I turned that one on or not. I thought this might have been the only one turned on, but I could be wrong. Okay, through on board. It's neither of these. Well, it had line of sight, it's not this. That is mildly concerning, so I'm just gonna... wait here and try and confirm. I'll keep my flashlight off this time. I'm pretty sure that was just the djinn sprint. You see how it saw me and then just sped up. Okay, no shade probably, since it's venting in the same room as me. I didn't really loop it that time, so... But I feel like even if it had crossed it for a short time, it would have been... No, it's not a race, it's not a phantom. Banshee, maybe. It seems to have roamed to me, or it's just doing events. Okay, no unreal. Well, we can still test for djinn. We just shouldn't really do it in that. No, it's probably fine. What door was that? I don't like that it touched the board near me. Hello? Oh, this was a bad spot to run to. I'm gonna die. Probably. I don't think this breaks line on sight. Yeah, it's not. Oh, I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead. I'm alive! Right, okay. From what I could tell, that sped up when I turned on my flashlight. At least that's what it looked like. So, I believe it is a Raiju. Wait, no, it slowed back down, isn't it? I honestly can't tell. It's between Raiju and djinn. I'm too rusty stuck. 100% not a difference. It's gotta be one of those two, though. Unless it's a mimic. Which is also possible, because Okay!
Welcome back. There's some jobs ready for you.
Right, yeah, I just wasn't 100% confident in that, but I was at least right. Okay. that was a frustrating experience. I should have been able to figure that out earlier. What I'll do is I'll throw down an EMF, so I don't have to check. Actually, no, the torch is the torch flashlight, whatever you call it, it's a better way. I want one for this. Okay. So. I mean, really what I should do instead of keeping moving and using second smudge is to smudge and then go all the way up to a hiding spot, and actually it's probably better if I do that for certain ghosts. I mean, it's got quite a long grace period, so the crucifix isn't that important. I don't know if this would work for a yoga test. Ooh, coffee. Alright. Phantom. Oh, it's a Miley. Or it just went downstairs. No, no. Okay. Either I'm an idiot or that's a Miley, because it went silent and I still had static. Which I'm pretty sure on this point you can't get mining on that spot though, so I may have just made an awful mistake. We're about to find out. Mining is actually really hard to tell on that map. Oh, okay. Honestly, that was pure luck. Normally to go mining, you'd have to smudge and then go upstairs to the room all the way, yeah, like, well, not the back, it's the front. Out the front, and then hope the ghost is like at the stairs and then test there. But the fact I had literally nothing is why I went to mining, because normally you can still hear it. Because it's normally like above or below you, because everything's centered around the stairs on that map, and that's the problem I have with it when I meant earlier, and obviously centered. Okay, like I said, I've completed the challenge now, but
alright, we're here. Take a look at the
for this to be a true recording, we still need to do one more. Although
looks like this is going to be
I don't need to pass this one, so I'll leave this in if I fail. Like I won't do an additional one if I fail, like this is the last one regardless. I've actually gotten kind of lucky here for the most part. I mean, not super lucky, I haven't had like a super easy ghost like a Rev. Well, that's a bit of a easy to identify like a Rev or a Dio. Dio would be nice. I'm currently manifesting that it would be a Dio. Yep, that's a thing. You know, if that actually worked, that would be nice, but it's not gonna, so... Why am I still doing prep? There's literally nothing in here for me, map. Wait, yeah, there is. I feel like I'm about to sneeze, but it's just not happening, and it's very frustrating. Just because I don't want it to hunt on my head. So maybe... Oh! Maybe this is just a spot. I don't know. Everything I've seen from forever is like over there. Okay. It's upstairs. Sounds normal speed. There's absolutely no reason for me to be crouching. Okay. If you're curious, because I'm using too much, this is probably worth talking about this. I do, of course, have as much time running every time I do it to test for spirit and demon. I have no idea. I didn't get much from that, but I at least have a little bit of a safety net. We know it's not a raid. It didn't appear to be any of the fast ghosts. Am I holding a flashlight? No. Okay, so Raiju is possible again. There's nothing electronic in here, so I'll grab a flashlight just to test for Raiju, and that's it. Okay, why do I have... just to make this quicker. This is because I didn't really, like I said earlier, the downside of this run is there's really nothing for it to throw, so you can't really tell if it's a polty. Like you can with most looping spots by default. We can see it's not a race because it's definitely so. I'm also gonna grab a flashlight, torch. I use those Thompson interchangeably. It's a side effect of being British. What the hell? Phasmo. Some things never change. And the game working... Oh, okay, not the spirit. That's for sure. Ghost! Oh, you holding time. Okay, not a portrait. I got stuck. You. Didn't blow out this candle at all. I think that's all my smudges, so I'm no longer safe. I don't think it's a gin. It's none of these. Unless, well, actually, again, I didn't pay a lot of attention to it. Like, it did seem kind of visible, but I did not pay enough attention. I mean, I could briefly stop the recording and watch it back, and I'm very tempted to. But I'm not going to do that. Like I said, the result of this one doesn't really make a difference to me. It's just for the sake of doing at least 3. I mean, no, it's not that or that. It's definitely not that. We would have seen it. Didn't sound like twins, but I wasn't paying a huge amount of attention to if it was twin speed. It's definitely not onto our line of sight. Definitely low rev. I guess it could be a mimic. There's really nothing to eliminate that. These ones left. There's really nothing, no real way for me to eliminate it anymore. Especially now that I have. Actually, there is one way. Okay, this is a risk. Now these won't restore sanity, which means I can't do a mirror test, but they will give me infinite sprint temporarily. A bit of an oxymoron. Ghost, get down here so I can run away from you. Yeah, that told me nothing. Okay, I didn't blow out that candle. Possible shade. I'm not even sure what room it actually spawns in. I just know it's somewhere upstairs. So I'm just gonna go with one of these ones. Probably not a mimic, but it could be a mimic that's just constantly mimicking ghosts that do nothing special during hunts. I don't think yokai or yokai or mining. I find those unlikely. For just, even though like my testing was not optimal, I do think I would have pseudo ruled them out. I never heard it partially touch a door. like I did before, which is how I eliminated Yuri, because Yuri can only open and close the door fully. But when it does it, it drains sanity, and when you don't have sanity, things don't do their sanity draining abilities, at least not as often, which makes the mayor test hard, because if I'm not mistaken, its ability to instantly turn off light switches is also a sanity drain thing. The same thing with the Yuri door touch. It could be a Gorio, because it's never changed rooms. It never blew out that candle during a hunt. Shade is possible, and, well, Banshee and Onryo are also possible, but I could only test for Onryo if I knew where it was spawning, which I don't. Which is the downside of having no thermometer. You can't really find the ghost room. You can't check the rooms, which is... So this loadout is a bit whack. Like, I still don't understand why the spirit box is there. It can't give a response. I guess you can maybe get an idea of the general area the ghosting is with it because of the light lighting up when you're nearby, but that's not very effective. I feel like the EMF serves that purpose better because it will, especially in tier 3, since it will actually show you what was touched by the ghost. But yeah, so I'm just gonna go. I doubt demon. I'm gonna go shade, just because, now, this is not a reliable way to identify shade, but a shade, when you're in the same room as it, including during a hunt, does not blow out firelights, and that firelight never got blown out whilst I was there. Although, I'll be honest, that's not a reliable test at all, because sometimes ghosts just don't do that, and they just refuse to for some reason. And the only way, the real test there is if it does do it, you only rule out shade. But yeah, I've had enough of this map. I don't like it, and I never will. I hope it gets a rework at some point to be better.
Welcome back. I've prepared some jobs for
Huh.
you.
Okay, so I just inobservant apparently. I genuinely did not notice. I probably thought it was line of sight speed whenever I made it speed up, because it did have line of sight speed. Well, I guess that goes to show there's one way that can make Horizon harder to identify. That's if you've already made it speed up for its normal line of sight. But I have no reason to do this again, and so I won't. So yeah, that's about it. See you.